three acclaimed novels. Tonight he will read from Slide. His work has been described as, quote, vulgar, demented, violent, twisted, amoral, and hilarious. And Slide's characters were called the slimiest of the slime. Next up, with True Slime, Jason.
I like that new genre, True Slime.
True Slime.
But yeah, I would have read from my new novel, but it was a graphic novel. I thought that was a bit hard to do a reading of. So I wanted to pick something from my backlist, and Ken and I wrote these three books. I don't know if all of you know Ken, but he's a fine Irish writer from Galway, and he's published many books. And we met several, probably in like 2002, 2003, and we hit it off. And we always wanted to write a book together, and we didn't realize we'd wind up writing three somehow. We're so amazed that we were able to do it. Max Fisher opened his eyes, looked at the blurry mess around him, and thought, where the fuck am I? He managed to turn his head, stare at a wall. It was a white wall. The walls in his apartment were white. Okay, he was probably home. What day was it? He thought it was Monday because yesterday was Sunday, right? Didn't he see a football game on TV at that bar he was drinking at? Or was that 2 days ago? Wait, it wasn't football, it was baseball. It was July, for Christ's sake. The 4th was just, what, last week? He remembered loud noises, explosions, fireworks. Yeah, it definitely wasn't football season. He rolled over toward the night table, misjudged it, fell onto the floor, right on his hip. Must have been a bad fall because the pain killed even though he was still smashed. Ah, Christ, he said, wincing, tasting vomit. He stayed like that for a long time, might have passed out, then managed to struggle to his knees. The pain in his hip was excruciating, but he figured if he'd broken something, he wouldn't be able to move. Using all his energy, he squinted, trying to focus on the digital clock. There was a 7 there and a 1, and was that a 5? No, it was an 8, 7:18. There was light outside behind the curtain, so it was morning. Okay, things were coming together. Then he made out the letters above the numbers, W-E-D-S. Fuck, it was Wednesday morning, a work day. He had meetings to go to, people to see, deals to close. Holding onto the bed, using all his might, he was able to stand. It was hard to stay upright, though. What was up with the floor? He needed to shower, put on a suit, get to the fucking office. He took a couple of steps, almost fell, then a voice reminded him, you don't work anymore. Then it all came back to him, how his whole life had been ruined by his former executive assistant and briefly ex-fiancée, that Greek-Irish whore, Angela. Angela. Max wished he could strike that name from his brain like they did in that Schwarzenegger movie, Total, what the fuck was the name of it? Max couldn't even watch TV anymore. Angela's Ashes, Angela Lansbury, Angela Bassett. Suddenly Angelas were fucking everywhere. Even on the street there were reminders, the hair, the tits, that sickening Irish accent. One day Max heard a tourist near Rockefeller Center go to his friend, I'd fancy a pint me own self, and Max wanted to strangle the Guinness-loving fuck.